50 movies in 50 weeks. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set in 50 weeks. Whew. The movie I watched, sorry, I did the like I was doing a YouTube apology. The movie I watched today was The Gorilla from the year 1939, and another movie about a gorilla. What? This should, instead of saying horror classics, it should say gorilla classics, because I feel like we've had just as many gorilla movies as we've had like pure horror films in this thing. I think half of these are just murder mysteries or old dark house movies. This was an interesting one for me because I saw the title, Gorilla. Okay, great, it's another gorilla movie. Like we literally just had one. Well, that was a chimpanzee that they call that the whole movie they act as if it's a gorilla, but it was clearly a chimpanzee. We don't talk about that movie anymore. That movie we don't talk about it no more. This one was interesting to me because it opened up saying starring the Ritz brothers. And I was like, what are the Ritz brothers? And they had art style that was very reminiscent to what I think of when I think of the Marx Brothers. I love the Marx Brothers. I've seen all but like maybe 4 of their movies because I had 2 box sets. I had one box set that had the 3 Marx Brothers, and I had one box set that had the 4 Marx Brothers. And I think there was like a handful outside of those collections that I had not seen. Love the Marx Brothers though, so I was like, oh, I've never heard of this comedy troupe before. Maybe I'm in for something special. And it's I wanted to like this one more than I did. When I saw that it was a comedy, I was like, ooh, I'm a little excited. I love Abbott and Costello. I love the Marx Brothers. I love the Three Stooges. It's a comedy troupe that I feel like no one remembers for a reason. I feel like even young people today, you say Abbott and Costello, you say Marx Brothers or Three Stooges, there's going to be some young people today that hear that and they know who that is because they've made a lasting impact on culture. These guys did not leave an impact on culture at all, really. And if you're not aware of these people, if you're like me and you're not aware who the Ritz brothers were, it's 4 brothers. And imagine the Three Stooges, but they're all Mo. All of them are just Mo. And that's the Ritz brothers. The humor is very, like, I think I got one chuckle out of me. The Ritz brothers themselves didn't make me laugh. There's a girl in this movie that is hilarious. She carries the movie. I don't know her name or the actress's name, but she carried the movie. She was genuinely the funniest character in the movie. And every time she wasn't on screen, the movie just kind of died. The gorilla is a serial killer, essentially. Or we're led to believe it's a serial killer. It's a murder mystery type thing. And it's an okay watch. This is the kind of thing that people would ask me to do like movie riffs of if I were to continue doing that. And I would have to say no because while I don't think it's good to riff comedies, especially if the comedies are funny to begin with. But like, there's only so many times you can say something's not really funny. Like it's like Worf from Deep Space Nine. He goes, that's a joke. I get it. It's not funny. That's the whole movie. And I wish I could. I wish I had a more meaningful commentary about it, but I just don't. This was one of the ones doing this series where I start to question, is this really worth doing for 50 weeks just to get 40 views on a video for? And at the end of the day, I'm going to say, yes, I think it's worth it because I want to keep this channel active. I want to reboot this channel at some point, so I want to put something out there. But man, it had me questioning some life choices watching it. Not because it was too bad, because if it was too bad, I would have more to say about it. But because it was just I feel like I'm trapped in like, yeah, it was a movie. And the worst thing about this box set is there's quite a few movies like this where I sadly don't have a lot to say about it. That's kind of a problem when I'm trying to do a video series where I'm trying to make videos that are at least 6 minutes long. The movies themselves don't give me enough material to talk about, at least not in this like off the cuff format. If I was doing like a scripted thing, I think I could probably fare a little better, but I'm juggling other videos in the background of this that you guys are not seeing at the moment. So this one, movies like this are a struggle because they're not particularly terrible. I wish they were terrible because then I would have more to talk about. But the Ritz Brothers was an interesting novelty, especially for this box set. I don't think I'll pursue watching any other movies of theirs. Apparently, one of the Ritz Brothers was in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. That's cool, I guess. But outside of that, I have nothing really more to say. Thank you for watching. I hope to have more videos of substance in the future. I really appreciate your viewership. I'll see you next week. Remember, please be kind.